Hello, everyone.
Hello.
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 Yeah. Who?
Kev?
It doesn't matter anymore. He's gone.
Yeah, he's not in our party anymore.
Who?
He left the party out of my object permanence.
Yeah. He was like, you could take us to the Fey Wonder Breach. And you're like,
Omega lol, no.
there's 3 of you. You'll
Sounds
be
like
fine.
a lot of work, yeah.
You'll be fine. Oh, you got an adventuring party now. Whoa.
There you go. You guys go off on your own. Make your own campaign.
Anyways, good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's get a. I'm feeling a little bit of a dark wind. That feels good.
Oh yeah. Oh, music.
I love this map.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Cool.
This map was created by Levodoom.
Levodoom, you're amazing as always.
Nice.
Levodoom has painstakingly fleshed out the world and the worlds beyond. A little bit of foreshadowing for
Oh
for you
my
guys.
god.
Wiggles eyebrows.
What does that mean?
Well, that's a little foreshadowing. You'll have to find out. But like later.
Okay.
You know, like later on.
Yep.
Before we get started and I do the recap and all that stuff, Laura, I believe you have something you'd like to tell the lovely folks at home.
I do. Thank you for letting me tell them.
Absolutely.
So, some of you guys know I'm a game composer and developer. I made the soundtrack for PvZ, and you can hear me singing at the end of Deltarune and To the Moon and stuff like that. But I actually made a game called Rockwind, which came out in 2017, and we have been working really hard to port the game to Nintendo Switch, and we have a release date now, which is March 23rd, 2023. But my really big news is that I actually made an entirely new game in the Rockwind universe, and I just announced it this week. It's called Mr. Saito, and you can wishlist it separately on Steam, but it'll also be bundled with Rockwind on Switch. And so I'll post, if I'm allowed to.
Please. I was about to ask. I was like, "Where's the link? Where can people find this?"
So there's the link to the new trailer, and also the link to the Mr. Saito Steam coming soon page, so you can read more about it and look at screenshots.
Laura is so appropriate with links, and here I am just spamming the shit out of it. Like, so there you go.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, feel free to wishlist it if you like. It's worked really hard on it. So yep, that's my announcent. Thank you, Brett.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Congratulations, dude.
Amazing.
I'm
so happy for you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I actually met Arex because of
game
that.
was fucking amazing.
Thank you.
I was amazed when you were like, "Behold, new game," and I was like, "What?" Okay, great.
Wait,
Yeah.
That's how we initially met, right?
Yeah.
Because I played your game.
Yeah. I remember going to, I think it was on Twitch. You streamed on Twitch, and
Yeah.
I was super excited to just like watch people play it. And so I was like, "Oh, this one's good." Your
That was ages ago,
so
ages ago, huh?
Yeah. That must have been like 5 years ago.
Oh my
That's a really long time ago.
I'm old now.
Hello. It's me 5 years ago. That's my Howie impression. That's all of
he
us.
wouldn't have changed much because 5 years ago he'd still be in his late 60s. So he's still an old ass man.
He's still an old ass man. All right.
5 years. I've been doing this for 20 years.
20.
Remo?
No.
Last time everyone was being everyone else.
Oh,
Alex was doing Remo a lot. Brett was doing Remo.
We kept. Oh yeah, I thought I did. I think I covered Remo pretty well.
It's not hard.
You did, but like some of the things you said, man. I mean, I don't know if Greg would have liked that.
I hope you didn't
Like what?
change my character.
Character assassination.
Yeah.
Assassinate my character.
Yeah.
You were really kind that episode. It was weird.
Oh, that's not good.
Give me a scenario right now, Benji.
Just I don't like you gave everyone in the group a hug. That was unexpected. Yeah, I would have expected a punch.
This is how I out bullshit Benji. Is I go, yeah,
Yes,
Give me-
and
Give me 3 examples right now.
off the top of your head.
Oh shit! Sweat.
Wait a minute. You were supposed to be like, "Oh, you," and then move on. What the hell?
Dude, I did something the other day. I did something the other day where I was like, I like begged him to be serious, and he was like, "Well, that's no fun."
Can't live life like that.
Dude, fuck! I can't tell anymore when you're joking. I need
That's
an out.
no fun.
And he's like,
I mean,
well,
the
come
safe
on,
word,
come
that's
on,
all
just
you've
like
got.
play along. Yeah, we have a freaking
We have a
like you have
phrase,
to
yeah.
tell the truth
Yeah,
safe
that's all
word
we got.
because
I
the
was-
jokes go too long.
I did want to be weird, but I was like, you should get like a safe word for
We
like.
literally have
we
a safe
did
word
that.
for
We did that
the
very early
it's
on.
going on too long, and we had to employ that so early on in
Oh
our
my
relationship.
God, that's
Yeah,
amazing.
because Bree just couldn't help herself. It was ridiculous.
It was
Yeah, it was all me. I just get so carried away with those bits, you know.
Yeah.
I love tricking people.
She's a tricky trickster for sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right. Ow. D&D time. Sorry, I just clapped my hand on my
Yeah,
wart
oh my
that's
God,
on
are
my
you
thumb.
okay?
Oh my God.
Don't worry about
Self-harm.
it. Anyways, so that's why we have the warning. Ow. Anyways, let's go and do. We're gonna do our brief recap of what happened in the previous session. Sam, good to see you. We missed you last week. Gmart,
Hello.
we saw you for like 10 minutes, but we missed you for most of that
I
time.
was somewhat present. I was watching on my phone.
You were there in spirit,
Yeah.
and every
I saw
time
part of the
Yeah.
character assassination, and then I closed the stream.
Yeah.
you woke up and you said, "I'm hungry," and then you rushed out to go get breakfast.
I would never. He doesn't eat. You know that.
Rainbow doesn't eat bread.
It's
Never
part-
eaten in his
it's
life.
It's part of his monk training. He doesn't have to eat food.
He
What-
fasts all the time.
Why do you
So
think
he's
he?
very fast.
Why do
yeah.
you think he asked for the unicorn meat and then
Yeah.
didn't eat it? Hello,
Yeah,
I
it's
was
like you got to pay attention in between the lines to the story that's being told there.
I was trying to tell you guys something.
It's
All right.
incredible stuff.
Right,
That's-
right.
Just in depth, really good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So, say,
What'd I miss?
well, let me go ahead and tell you. So, last week, awakening after the victory from the arena, as well as the terrifying sighting of the undead baby deity known as Cosma Tara, you
guy.
began to strategize your next steps on how to get home. After speaking with Kef one final time, along with Mephistopheles' herald, Rolvek, it was discovered those from Frostfell had been released and were now roaming the palace. Kef and the others wished to head home, hoping to use the newly formed, albeit sealed, Bay Wonder Breach to the east. The party declined to escort Kef, believing him and the others will handle themselves on their own. However, Hubie and Olive were still interested in rediscovering sealed memories of their past. Rolvek mentioned that due to Cosma Tara's sighting, along with their allegiance with Orlocks, Vampire Eternia, Cosma Tara, not your guys' Cosma Tara's allegiance with Orlocks, another Lord of Shadow, Mephistopheles, who believed could handle such extraction, would be unavailable to do so. However, Rolvek offered his services to attempt such a ritual. With the exchange, he keeps the memory if Olive and QB wished it to be discarded. Let's see. After further research, there were many paths to take in the realm of Ezrai that could potentially take our heroes back to the Prime Plane. However, before exploring that further, the party has decided to cross the Shadelight summits with Brulvek, hoping to head to the floating ruins of Zakar, a ritual site teeming with shadow energies necessary to unearth sealed away memories of Olive and Q. I have also, in our chat, given you lots of information, other locations that could potentially be used to assist not only your personal goals, but potentially help you escape from the shadowy veil. I know there was talks and interests of, after going to Zakar, exploring the House of Smiles, and maybe even stopping by the Tavern of Wretches.
The House of Smiles?
Oh yeah. It's the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
We'll explain it on the way.
Because we're going.
That'll be
Sounds like a roadside attraction. Like I don't.
It does.
Well, if you don't smile, you get your money back. That's the guarantee.
Okay, I'm getting my money back. That's good.
No matter what is happening, it's definitely not as happy of a place. There is a happy little cult over in the House of Smiles.
Okay, Bob Ross.
So
Happy little cult over here. We're just gonna splash
happy
a little
little
evil
cult
on that spot.
Beat the devil out of it.
Yeah.
I'll beat the devil out of it.
I'm gonna beat the devil out of it. Okay. So you guys are over here, about to head over to the Shade Light Summits. So before you guys depart, but get this going. Sorry, I'm waiting for the load. Okay, we're good. Is there anything else you guys would do? Brolvek will be joining you along travels, since Brolvek will be the one responsible for the ritual to extract the memory, or to extract the memories for the two of you. You guys are going to decide to cross to the Shade Light Summits, which may house its own dangers. However, it is the most direct way to Zakar, as traveling all around here would lead to a very long and arduous journey. You're going swift through the dangerous Shade Light Summits, so that you can arrive sooner and explore the other sites sooner as well. And roll back,
I can't wait.
Following you.
Woohoo!
So, before departing the Palace of the Collector, is there anything that you guys would do, or anything that you would like to try and find out or discover before you guys depart?
Do they sell any like travel sweets?
Like little candies?
sucky sweets.
We don't have money. We have souls or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll pay the souls.
Okay, you're gonna get souls for a Kit Kat? Like what?
Yes.
So
Oh my God.
so the gourmetmancer, or the gourmancer rather, would be happy to make little sweet treats for you on the road, for no additional cost.
Why, thank you.
Also, just really quick. Sorry, I'm adjusting volumes. I'm checking one final thing before departure. As you guys are within the Palace of the Collector getting ready to leave, Brolvek had to return back to the palace to, quote-unquote, get something that may aid you along the travels. Brolvek will return and said, "Good news, my friends. I've spoken with the alchemist. Kezgin owed me a favor." And you will notice as Brolvek is holding up a sort of bandelier's belt with 4 potions of healing, specifically of the greater variety.
Ooh.
Give them.
If we're going to be crossing past the Shade Light Summits, a little bit of healing would do us well, Old Brolvek's got your back. Gives that wide, unsettling grin.
That's not a catchphrase, is it?
I think I'd like to hold the potions.
It could be. If you insist. He will hand you the bandolier.
I'm surprised you're so forthcoming with it. Okay, yeah, take the potion.
Well, you did punch him in the fucking face.
Yeah. I don't know what changed
he took it
between
on the
last
chin,
session
man.
and today.
Yeah. He's been a good.
Who knows what you did to him last session? You might have gave him like a hug or something.
Yeah,
you might have apologized.
Remo, those things that you said to me last night was
It was so.
I'm so
touching.
sorry, brother.
absolutely splendid. Your reflection on life and how we are the light. It's impressive. Yeah, so you will get 4 potions of greater healing as a recap. Each potion will heal for 4d4 plus 4 hit points.
Holy fuck.
You are
great.
You are free to distribute them amongst the party if you wish, or you can hold on to them if you'd like. Ultimately up to you.
I figure I can do a lot with these.
I mean, you can run around
I can
between
run
us pretty
to
quick.
anybody and just
It is
like
smart
slam them.
to have them spread out? Because what if you get shut down and I can't heal you? Okay. I don't know about that.
If that
one.
happens, we're doomed.
That's a loser's mentality.
Yeah, I don't lose.
All right. So you will hold on to the 4 potions of greater healing. Brolvek will dust himself off and go, well, shall we be off? I believe there was an ascent over just slightly to the north of the palace. Hip, hip, this way now. No lollygagging. And then he just begins marching on.
Howie's just gonna pass out the candies that he got, the little travel sweets.
Got candies?
Yeah, as long as the gourmand made it for me, or the gourmand.
Oh yeah, the Gormancer would have arrived over to you.
Those are like little candies.
Dude, handed out.
What are
Yeah,
they,
little
like
sucky
chocolate
sweets.
sweets?
No, they're like sucky sweets.
Okay.
Lollipops?
The Gormancer
Tonto
would.
eats it immediately.
So
you-
will Olive.
So, as you. Oh, okay. All right. Rolling time.
Oh.
Because they are random flavors. It wasn't ever specified what flavor that you'd be getting.
When,
Time to get
When Howie
traumatized.
tries to hand it to
A mouse
Remo.
flavor.
When Howie tries to hand it to Remo, Remo's just gonna say, ugh, you know those are made out of like rats, right?
Oh no.
Actually made out of rats.
Then it's a clever use of pests.
Oh, yeah. This is how we're going to do it. Okay. I'm going to roll a 1d4.
A 1d1000.
12. Oh, no. This is. I can roll a 1d20 on this. Perfect. Ha. All right. So.
Wow.
Oh, that's fine. So, Tancha, you take the sweet, and you could tell this is a hard candy. Do you just like bite into it with your rattling fangs?
No, I stuff it in my cheek.
So as you stuff it in your cheek, the flavor of banana fills your mouth.
Oh. Ooh,
Nana.
that's pleasant.
Yeah, for him.
My turn.
Ah, the refreshing taste of blueberry is for all.
Oh.
Does anybody else want one? I have a few more.
I'd like to try candy.
Hands one to QB.
It's good. It tastes like fruit.
Banana for QB.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh. It's very exotic. It is good.
Kobe, Remo, little candy.
That's not candy, and I don't want it.
I don't want to either. Okay, more for me.
Howie's not gonna eat any. He's just gonna put them in, stuff them in a pocket.
More for me, not to eat, but more for me.
He's saving them. He's wizened. He knows to save them for the road.
Brulvek will turn over to you. Was that hard candy from the Gormancer?
Yes.
You're in for quite a journey.
Is this a subtle way of asking for candy? You don't need to be so coy.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
No, come here, young lad.
No.
Come on, take it. Take the candy.
I normally
It's
do not.
okay. You can have one.
Oh, well, I normally don't like to take a risk with the Gormancer's hard candy, but, well, if you insist, I wouldn't want to turn down such an act of kindness. Down the hatch! And then he'll toss it in his mouth.
He dies.
All right, that's, shape. Oh! Cinnamon! Got lucky this time.
Oh, wonderful.
Got lucky?
Did you say lucky?
Mhm.
What do you mean?
The Gormancer has been experimenting with a variety of flavors with the hard candies, believing the surprise is part of the experience.
Which one's the most rare one?
I
Here she goes.
I am uncertain. However, there was a hard candy I tried recently from the Gormancer that tasted of sausage.
Ew.
That sounds pretty nice.
It was very savory.
Does
And
it
that-
sound better, Kopi, now that every bite's a gamble?
sounds interesting. Give me one.
He like waddles over and hands her one.
All right. You'll take a candy and put it in your mouth, correct?
Yes.
And it immediately the sour hits you as the taste of green apple fills your mouth.
Whoa, lucky.
Oh, tasty.
Yeah.
She spits it out.
You got the sausage, didn't you? Sour sausage?
No, it's like a sour apple.
Oh.
Disgusting.
Well, don't waste it.
Is it on the floor?
Yeah, it's
my
like
God.
in the dirt while you guys are walking over.
Picks it up and starts brushing it off and puts it back in his pocket.
That's already gross, but now it's worse.
So, as Hallie reaches down, some people notice Brulvek was eyeing the piece of candy in a concerned fashion. And then once you picked it up, Brulvek will nod, approving of your thriftiness with the candy. Yes, don't want any of those to go to waste. Come now, we have a long journey ahead. I hope you all are able climbers. And
What?
you'll watch as Brulvek will extend out his hands, and they begin to form into these violent claws. And he begins to ascend up the side of the mountain. You'll have to climb through the first half, which means I will require, for those that are climbing, as I'm sure some of you have other methods.
Fucking wings.
If you will be climbing, I will require athletics checks from you guys.
I will be climbing.
If you're
What about
climbing the
acrobatics?
mundane way. Ha! Hoo-ha! Ha!
Climb like a spider.
Can I get? Oh,
Yeah, don't you have spider walk boots?
yeah.
or whatever?
You literally have like a thing that helps you. Do
Yes,
that.
you can.
Spider walk up.
Which means you don't have to make won't have to make any roll, QB.
Oh, yay.
Can you acrobatics up? The DC will be higher as you
YOLO.
will be leaping over edges.
You're doing stunts and shit going up.
Yeah.
Can I
Why is he
use Zero the
backflipping?
Bold? Use Zero the Bold to do what?
To assist me?
Zero the Bold can assist you. However, it will take one of your rages.
Oh, man, that's not worth it. Maybe.
Shit.
Okay, so I have to just roll athletics.
Correct.
Okay.
Excellent.
Oh,
Olive,
Can I try to skitter like a mouse?
you can.
Does that give me any benefits?
Sure doesn't, partner. You just look like a mouse.
Wow.
Wow. So as you skitter up like a mouse, in your, long dress and your hefty breastplate underneath, you'll kind of get up a little bit, and the weight of the breastplate just starts to weigh you down even further as everyone is just scaling up there.
This is so grueling and hard.
Oh, keep up, Lady Olive. You've got this. Another 5 miles to go.
Oh my gosh.
of climbing?
5 miles up or 5 miles diagonal?
Yes, he says as he continues to scale
Oh.
the side of the shade light. A beautiful day for a climb. Ho ho. Onto. Yes.
Do I have a shadow boy I can look at, like the doggo?
Yes, you can. Would you like to use one of your uses to summon forth the dog? By the way, have you given the dog a name?
I'll summon a name. I think she did. Let me see.
Like a whisper in the back of your mind, you're like, that name. Your little eldritch hound.
I screamed at her, name the dog in all caps, so hopefully she gets back to me.
What? You name it. You.
No.
Yes. You named the dog.
No.
This is your dog.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's fun for me if she names it.
Unnamed dog is the current name.
Yes.
He just currently named
Does he have
pending.
a character? Does he have a character sheet? For
He does. I can give you access to that.
Once you name him.
Once you name him. I don't have the ability. Give me a second. Boop. You are now the owner of Eldritch Hound.
Woohoo!
Okay. Well, he doesn't have. Timidius is the name.
And how do you spell that?
I'll send it to you.
Little Timmy. It is.
Oh my god.
Timmy.
Timmy.
I was trying to see if he had like any advantage to like scaling this.
He would.
Okay.
So up 1 second.
Hop up on his eldritchness.
All right. Unclip that. Let me see. Perception and stealth. The only thing I'm trying to make sure we're doing here is the one thing I did not do was the skills. Perception and stealth. All right. So as you scale up the mountains with little Timidius, even though he is not an athletic beast, you would be able to roll at advantage while riding using Timidius's stat pool for that.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me an advantage at athletics. By the way, the advantage-disadvantage system ever since Update 10 has been a bit wonky. We'll revert back to our Roll20 rules, where if you do not roll advantage, I will require you to roll it again.
Okay.
Also, Tontu, you are using Timidius as your riding, correct?
Yeah.
Then I will need you to roll in athletics for Timidius while you're on him. And that's the athletics you'll be using.
20.
Hey, there we go. So as you're scaling up, all of your ascending very slowly. As Tontu and Timidius will just sort of hop, scale up a little bit, hop right on over you. Please give me another athletics check, Olive. See if you can keep up with the pack.
I will try.
Pat Timmy.
Oh, you're good at this.
Olive is gonna like tie her skirt to make it like shorter to try to free up her legs a little bit more to help. Oh, you
bro.
So,
dude, oh my god, I'm
one
gonna die.
step slips, and fortunately, you're not that high up. Falls off the sheer of the cliff and just kind of slams her little body like up while you guys are slowly ascending.
Oh, jeez.
Are you gonna be able to do this? You yell down.
I'm fine. Obviously, I'm really good at climbing. I'm out of practice, okay?
Olive, might I suggest something to help out?
No! What?
I could give
what
you a
is it?
piggyback.
Well, I have perhaps an easier idea than that, Remo.
Are you like flapping in the air in front of like a downed olive?
She's gonna like cross her arms and like look away from him.
Just fly, stupid.
No. Would you mind if I cast a spell on you, Olive?
Depends.
On what?
What's the spell?
It's a new one I'm working on, technologically achieved, of course, but it would modify, well, a few things about it.
He's gonna go on for about 2 minutes. Yes.
Brilliant, Master Howie. Absolutely brilliant. Ha ha ha.
And after he's done, he's like,
"So, are you in?"
Yes.
Wonderful.
He's gonna cast his shape-changey spell, size-changey spell. Which, oh my god, I have so many abilities. Jesus. Enlarge/reduce.
Oh, you're making it. Oh.
I'm going to reduce Olive to make her very small.
Oh.
It halves her size in all dimensions.
Wouldn't that make this harder?
No, your size is going to become small, and then I'm going to fly you.
You're going to carry me.
I can't fly you currently, but your weight would be 1/8.
He gets really pissed off at first.
Mouse-sized, and this is going to be totally okay?
Bree, I need you to lower your gain by 50%, please, to signify your shrink in size.
Yeah, perfect.
What do you mean, lower my gain? What did you do to me, Mr. Howie?
Wait, so before we continue that, what your weight is reduced to 1/8 of your normal. Your size is halved in all dimensions, but it also has a bunch of like negative things like disadvantage on strength checks and stuff.
We probably won't be in combat.
But yeah, we should be fine. Yeah, there you go.
Like disadvantage on climbing.
That would be great.
Come in now, Olive. Jump into my pocket.
This one, it's the one with the candies in it.
Unless you have a 2-foot deep pocket. Well, I guess a 1.5 foot deep pocket.
Yeah, wait, how tall is she?
She's
Yeah,
about.
how tall am I?
Yeah, how tall are you, Olive?
Oh,
Originally.
baseline, she's like 2 foot 7,
Wait,
8.
real?
So you're like
Yeah,
1
she's
foot 3
tiny.
right
Your
now.
size has not been portrayed to me accurately.
She's very tiny. She's
Okay,
like a
maybe that
very
will-
small halfling.
Maybe hop on my back.
She'll hop on your back.
Howie's like 3 foot tall. Hold on, how tall is Howie? I'm pretty sure we had him at 3 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
about
3 foot, 3 to 4
he's 3
feet is
foot.
fine. Yeah.
He's 3 foot. Right, so you're like a third of my height, which proportionally, and an eighth of your weight as well. So you're very light. I can definitely carry you. Just how do you want to do that, Brett?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what
So
does the roll say?
just FYI, because it's impossible to find these stats with D&D. A small creature is anyone between 2 to 4 feet, which that means Olive is indeed small. But now Olive is about a foot
She's
and a half,
tiny.
like a little, about almost like a foot and 4 inches currently.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
Small live.
yeah,
Yeah,
small
that's
indeed.
really small.
I mean, you can literally just throw her over your back. And she'll be fine.
I mean, I have the catapult spell ready.
You can put her in your beak.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
QB turns around and sees him try to do that, and she kind of like runs back over, and she's like, "You can come with me."
What's wrong with this? What's wrong?
Mr. How you eat mice?
Yes?
You cannot put olive in your mouth. It's
I don't see the connection, QB.
Brilliant, Howie!
no.
I don't like this very much.
Someone has to explain it to me. I thought it was a brilliant plan.
And she goes off with QB, so Howie would probably just go scratch his head and then start flying.
All right. So with athletics checks, skill checks abound, you guys ascend this part of the cliff of the Shade Light Summit. Now, take you all to another map.
Whoa.
Pause. Loading. Still loading.
I like these loading sounds.
Wrong one.
Oh shit, we're back.
You're
Whoa.
back, baby. A
Not
dinosaur.
That
here,
time I
man.
murdered those guards. Oh wait,
Oh my god.
You're a bad person. Wait.
no, it wasn't me. It was
How long-
Kobe.
Oh yeah.
How long do I stay tiny?
Forever.
So
Oh my gosh.
that's a good point, actually.
Isn't it a minute?
Well, it's like
God.
a concentration.
Oh, fuck,
yeah.
wait.
It's not long.
How long was the climb?
Yeah, it's a big long climb.
This reminds me of when I was like, I'll
Sorry, I'm
use
just pulling
disguise
it up
self,
now.
and then we're like,
Oh.
how long does that last?
I have
And it
such
was
a big
not long
spell
enough.
list, man.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So you are using the
Enlarge/reduce, and it's a
that's the second level
transmutation.
spell, correct? That's
Second
easy.
level spell. So
I can tell you right now. Boom. It takes 1 minute. So after you guys
Oh my
ascend,
god.
and then you get after you guys would ascend up the angle before you kind of like go over this area of cliff that you can walk into. You'll just kind of see while on QB.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
QB, you begin to feel your back become weighted. Very weighted. Extremely weighted.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I think I'm
Taking a
slipping.
fall.
I think I'm slipping.
Are we
As
still
you
on this
feel
side?
121 pounds just
Oh yeah, because I'm wearing breastplate under my
Yeah.
dress.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Cleric. Oh my god.
All right, so this is where we get to do a lovely little thing called check everyone's weight.
She's just a
Yubi,
dense meatball.
you are
Yeah.
currently over
This is bad.
encumbered. You're gonna have to remove
my
some
God.
things from your inventory.
She
Otherwise,
sounds like
you'll be
dropping them
suffering some
down the side of the
penalty.
mountain.
Oh no.
Olive, you are also over encumbered and will have to drop some
What do I
things down.
have?
You-
I've never even taken an item.
Well, according to this, you've taken all the items.
Okay, real talk. Do we have to dodge if they're above us on the side of the mountain?
No,
Do we
you
have to
guys,
dodge as they're dropping?
you guys are gonna ascend up before any plummeting happens. You get over to this
Okay, okay.
section of mountain, this little like flat ground. Beyond that is where you're gonna kind of see the ledge that you scaled up from.
Right.
And oh boy, and then as you guys are going up, you'll watch as Bulvek will be the one that ends up tailing behind. Oh, good show, everyone. Very good climb. We're gonna be here for the stretch or so to cross through this chasm, so it should be good. Ah, the shade lights. As you guys, before we get to that, I'm busting out my notes. As you guys stare up into the sky, and you'll actually see it reflected from the lights that you're currently seeing. The shade lights kind of looks like our modern day equivalency of an aurora borealis, except it is these shades of the hues of blue and violet, purple. And this is something that you would theorize, Howie, because you're so big-brained and smart.
Yes, quite.
The shade lights are energized particles of nihil energy that slams into the upper atmosphere of the Shadow Veil. Now, normally the denizens of the Shadow Veil are not affected by the onslaught of energy because of this natural magnetic field. However, the shade light summits are more potent, probably from the material the summits are made of, thus creating the phenomenon of the shade lights. So the material of this mountain kind of has more magnetic, influences, and that's why you're seeing this phenomenon above you of this beautiful, glowing purple light, just sort of like focused over at the summits. And yeah, you'll just watch as Rolvik kind of like looks up for a little bit. Now that scene's over, we're gonna start checking everyone's inventory. Otherwise, people are gonna start suffering penalties.
Did I get 20 pounds of rations in my bag again?
You need to stop stealing food. Is what's happening.
I haven't done anything.
I know I
Stealing
have so
food
many
again.
rations too. Can I just like? Can we eat as much as we can and then?
Oh my god.
Well, and you're still going to be carrying the food with you for a while.
Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna delete that. I'm also going to delete. It might be that might be D&D Beyond, like importing. Yeah, you have
It might.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
I went down to 85 pounds.
yes, because I deleted all your rations.
Delete mine too.
We're going to starve.
So Olive, how many rations would you get rid of?
As much as I can hold without being overweight, I guess.
Okay. I mean, you still need food to live.
Yeah.
Could I keep all the rations that up to the max, basically, like, so I'm not unencumbered? I didn't want to throw them all away.
Well, I thought it'd be really cool if we threw them all, but okay. No,
Actually, I have a suggestion.
But whatever.
I mean, if you want to be a real buzzkill about it, yeah, we could do that.
You can keep your food, I guess.
I can get rid of that rations, the 5 chunk that's 10 pounds.
Now, don't say I didn't do anything for you, okay? Yeah. So, yeah, you keep getting all these rations. What the heck?
I don't even know where they came from.
They came from something. You're a little.
QB has sticky hands.
You're a little. You're also a little scamp, so it's very possible you would have found all these rations. Olive, 1 second. So you're dumping a bunch. Just empty.
We're just standing around throwing food on the ground.
All I'm throwing the lembus bread, man.
It's like the back
Down the
of
mountain
Walmart,
goes. Won't be needing this
nighttime.
shit.
All right. All right, you guys are good. I'm also going to be deleting. If I see any repeat rations, we're going to call it. I'll be deleting that at that point.
Yes.
So we'll take a look here. Yeah, for example, Howie is over. He's got 2 crossbows, so I know he only needs 1, correct?
Yeah, definitely. We talked about dumping the other one.
Yep. You also had 10 rations that were just there.
Oh.
for fun.
I don't need those.
But however, the last thing I will say is you are still over encumbered by half a unit. So what would you like to?
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Can I delve into my inventory real quick and have a little look?
Absolutely. I
could delete something.
I'm assuming I'm not encumbered.
Oh no, you're fine.
Oh, we're gonna be doing the check.
You're fine. You're fine. Remo's fine. Kopi's
Okay,
fine.
cool.
Tontu's fine. You guys have.
I mean,
Do you have a bag of holding, Ben?
I'd probably
Who has that?
I have a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Then shouldn't you be fine?
I could put some of our stuff into the bag of holding. Brett, if stuff's in the bag of holding, but does it appear in my inventory?
Yeah. So what we could do is, do you?
I'm curious how that
you
works.
have the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, please. You can hold up to 500 pounds, 15 pounds there. Okay. So what I can do, I can figure it out.
I can do
Just
this.
add like a fake 500 pounds on top of my weight, but then
Like
that
an
would
additive?
cause-
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's not what I'm gonna do. How to change encumbrance
There's a better way.
in Foundry. Trying to figure out how to get specifically into this bar over here. How to change the income. Oh, not the formula, no. In case we want to start using kilogram. Ah, I see. I'll probably have to. Okay, so we won't worry about it for now. We'll just say you have an additional 485 pounds on your person, which you do. So you're fine. Everything's
Thank you.
And then if I look again and say, why is this like this? You just tell me that and be like, I remember now. All right. With the game unpaused, Rolvek will slowly begin to walk forward. As he turns to all of you, what's your general, like, exhaustion, I suppose? Like, are you guys feeling a little weighted from scaling up the side of part of a mountain, or like,
That was an easy
Olive
workout.
is falling asleep.
When's round 2?
well, we're going to go ahead and cross the chasm. And then do a little bit more ascending, a boom, boom,
Nice.
boom. And then we'll do a steep decline. Hopefully not a fall.
I don't laugh.
Howie is completely.
Tontu feels great.
Howie's
Quite the
completely
energy you have there.
transfixed on the sky, on the phenomena. He's like jotting shit down. He's got his goggles pulled down.
What did Kopi say?
I said quite the energy you have there.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I responded accordingly. Ah, yes, it's good to be fit. Good to scale these mountains. I'm just so excited to see what we discover in the minds of 2 Iodians. Or, I suppose, they wonder... Are you from Io? Looks over at Olive. Do you remember that much? Own from there?
I have to be, right? I don't know where else I could be from.
He shrugs. Well, I suppose that'll be fun to discover, yes?
You don't have to be. I'm not.
Oh. There are other options?
Not really an option. I don't imagine you choose where you're from.
Oh.
You can choose where to go, though.
Wherever my heart compass guides me. This way.
She's gonna start walking.
That's the cliff.
I don't think they meant.
Oh, that's the spirit. Lead on, Lady Olive.
Yes.
She's closing her eyes and going.
Oh, wall. There's a wall as you're like walking forward with your eyes closed, kind of like moving back and forth. Oh, dear me.
Opens eyes.
Yes, this way.
Yes, we shall ascend the stairs. As you guys explore deeper within the chasm, you'll hear echoing off into the distance.
Uh-oh.
What was that?
Rolvek will look around and say, strange. I didn't realize the rocks made nests here. No worries, they are allied with Master Mephistopheles. We will explain our travel here and be on our way. Perhaps I should lead the front.
Yeah, that's probably good for a couple reasons.
Use your
If you
heart
say so.
compass.
the rocks have sworn their loyalty to Lord Mephistopheles. They collect little things of their own, and we pay them in little trinkets and baubles and hunks of meat. It's fine. Everything's fine. And then Brolek just kind of looks forward, and his smile just kind of neutralizes a little bit.
It's not fine, is it?
Laura, would you like me to move your token for you, or what are you doing? Okay, good.
Cubio is afraid of the noise.
I like that.
Mhm.
So, guys, go forward. You'll hear the as this large rock will land down over here, and just sort of like start walking over there. Brulvek will walk forward. Say, "Greetings, my friend. It's so good to see you again. Have we met before?" Vrock will remain silent, his mouth closed. He'll stand up tall and sort of cross his arms a little bit before Brulvek will. Right, well, these are friends of Master Mephistopheles and friends of mine, which means they're allies, Lord of Shadow. So, I'm uncertain what this meeting is for or what it's about. Oh, you have younglings that seem to be landing around us as well. That's oddly peculiar. But anyways, if you could just stand aside, we'll be on our way. I'm sure we'll have some payment of thanks to you. Vrock will sort of step forward a little bit. He'll mention, "We're not taking orders from you or your lord any longer. Ulrox has paid us a handsome fee to take care of any followers of Mephistopheles. Sorry, friend. Deal's off the table." You seem to be mistaken. Allow me to repeat myself. These allies of Mephistopheles are capable warriors that will end your life if you do not step aside.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Do you guys think he's got it handled?
Help! He screams at me.
Oh gosh.
All right. I'll be rolling initiative for everyone now. I just like that. Do you think he has
I was
this
honestly
handled?
waiting him to start getting like eaten by the younglings, and then maybe I'd step in.
That would have been funny.
Still maybe, yeah.
Hey, we'll see how it goes.
All right. So, as a friendly reminder, you guys are capable of ending your own turns. In fact, you will do so. So whenever you're done and you've ended your turn, just be sure to hit end turn in the combat tracker. If you do not see the combat tracker, go up to the upper right-hand corner, select the button with the 2 crossed swords. If you mouse over it, it'll say combat encounters. When you click it, the combat tracker will pop out. You can even right-click it so that it'll do a nice little pop out from the hotbar. And yeah. Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay, so the last thing Brolvek is shouting and screaming. Help! They've turned on us! They've betrayed Mephistopheles! We must end their lives!
You know, you were talking big just a second ago.
Well, I thought they were friendly. They haven't been so hostile to me before. Rebo, it's your turn.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20.
If you need a grid, please let me
25.
know.
I liked what he said about powerful warriors. All right.
Oh, you in for it now? This one hits particularly hard. And he says that while he rubs his cheek.
All right. Item punch.
Yeah, that'll hit. 7 points of
Okay.
damage.
Regular punch.
Is there any music that I'm not hearing?
Your music might be low. You'll have to turn it up.
It's not battle music or anything, but
Yeah, it's not battle music. It's just the
Alright.
background.
How do I make it so that I don't control other people's music again?
So you don't control other people's music. You probably want to go over to the global volume controls and raise the playlist. It'll only
it was
control
just
yours.
low. It was just low, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm trying to moderate the audio levels because some people have been complaining the music's too loud. So I'm like, okay, we'll make it a little quieter. You're like, music? And I'm like, uh-oh. Nobody's happy. Okay, so that's, oh yeah.
4 punches.
There's your 4 punches. 7, 10, they all hit. Another 19 points of damage. As you start to give a wallop over to the rock, the rock will just kind of like, it's starting to get a little bit bloodied. It looks down over at you and it's just like,
you sure you don't regret this?
plenty of food for the younglings.
I will kill your babies.
Oh, he looks a little offended by this. When your turn is done, be sure to hit enter.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Is this the same, like, bird brain that we fought against, like, earlier?
No, it's not.
Oh.
The one that you fought, if you're talking about earlier from the first season, that was in...
No. As in, like, when we first got to the Shadow Veil, like, there was.
Oh,
like,
yeah. These are the exact same types of creatures that you have faced.
Type of creatures, but not the same one.
Not the same one, correct? Yes. Okay. I mean, others did retreat, but they all are kind of similar in view. They're scavengers by nature and kind of a little bit dickish. This rock will kind of come. Will head on over here and say, "Fools! You're surrounded. Perhaps you should turn around and flee." Ah! As it screeches into the air, 2 more will join the fray as it starts to land down here.
Well, at least it's getting interesting.
We've nested in these chasms for a while now. I hope you're ready to fight an army of my family. And then...
I hope you're ready to lose your family.
With the remainder attack, we'll attack with its talons.
His.
Are you
Sag.
Are you using any reaction at all?
Yeah, sure. I'll do this combat recovery.
Yeah.
Where is it? Combat recovery.
Woohoo!
Not great.
I don't know why it moved your characters.
He's eating me.
Oh, yep. 8. Okay. Tantu, you're watching, and as you start to like look over into the sky, you'll notice as this like circling of rocks, like vultures, begins to like circle around you guys now.
Okay.
As more begin to land over at the front.
Oh, I just accidentally made a fucking huge bubble.
Oh, that's
We're trying to measure distance.
Yo,
Nice.
that's sick. Yeah, that's
popping.
so one of the ruler tools is an area of effect tool. You want to make sure token
that's super
controls.
cool.
Yeah, it's very confusing. Make sure your token controls are selected. The person in the upper left-hand corner, and then there's
I was trying to do the ruler, but I clicked the double ruler, and that was my downfall.
Yeah, that's hopefully they'll different icon of the future.
Yeah. I will. What's the movement on this boy? Wolfie boy.
The Wolfie boy's movement is 60 feet.
60? Oh, I'm riding in then.
Yeah, you are.
I'll ride all the way in. Wait, how do I actually select my?
You can select both tokens.
This one? No.
You can
this
shift
one.
click. So with the select tokens, you can click your boy, as well as yourself. Shift click both of those, and then you guys can move at the same time. Like this.
Yeah, I don't know which controllers to move.
It is on the. So are you in the? So you're in the token control section. Do you see the little broken up box in the upper left corner, right next to the token controls, the topmost button?
Select tokens, yeah.
Yep. Have that selected. Click your token, and then shift click your
there
wolf.
we go.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack the same guy.
So
on
just
the back of the wolf.
Just so we're all aware. Where the wolf is the assumption that is where Tontu is. Tontu is not.
Can we stack them? Can they be on top of each other? Would that be easier?
We can. It's just sometimes it does that so that you're like swallowed up.
That works.
Yeah. Oh, you want to be swallowed up by the wolf?
Oh, on my screen, I'm on top.
Ah, okay. All right, we'll just do that then. That works for me.
Yeah. Okay. I'll attack with the Sword of Winter's Wrath.
Ooh.
The first time I swung this thing, let's hope I don't miss.
Ret Pally. Nice.
That's an item, all right.
That's looks pretty awesome.
That's fancy. You linking that for everybody to read?
Hey.
Yeah, just showed you guys how it looks. That's all.
Wow, that's very cool.
Ha ha ha. Give me a fucking minute.
Come on, man. It's bugged.
Is that Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker?
It's Dirge.
That one actually works.
Okay. All right.
Brett, it's not real. It's not real, okay?
What the fuck?
Where's the safe word, Benji? Where's the safe word?
They're both +1. I could roll
me and Brett have a safe word.
No. I've got it. Give me a.
He screamed no at me, dude. I was just trying to help.
No, I know you are.
Which is really the bad one.
Look,
it's not me anymore.
Look, I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at the situation. Okay. All right. It works. Now, get it. Do it. Attack again.
Get it.
Get it.
Come on, son.
You got this.
Get it.
Yeah. I bet the other two were insane rolls, and you
Wrong.
took them from me.
Wrong.
You got a good roll.
No, I didn't. I rolled a 9 to hit.
We got a 12 on the slashing there.
It does.
Damage. Yeah,
it does.
Misses.
It does miss though. It does miss.
I know, but nice damage.
You did.
Tontu is not
really good
not
damage.
used to one attacking on the back of a creature, and two the weight of his new sword, and he swings wide.
Yeah.
Well, actually, doesn't your let me check something real quick with.
Oh, freebie?
You have advantage on melee attack rolls against any unmounted creature that is your size or smaller, minimum, medium.
Yeah, this guy's way bigger than
No,
me.
you're right. You're right. Yeah, DM.
But I do have 2 attacks because I'm a paladin.
About
yeah!
That. Martial class.
Wait, how small is Tontu?
Pretty small. Medium. Well, look at you.
Oh, so I could actually shrink someone down if they're large, so then you can get advantage.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, sure.
All that. That was really cool. Okay, that's called team
sure,
synergy.
Whatever.
But I'm on a dog now. That's my thing. That's cool,
I'm a
man.
dog guy now. I'm over it.
I slash into the beast with the chilling blade for 10 damage.
Ooh! Very cold. Reason hit point bar. Oh, for everyone. Yes. Okay. You strike true against the beast. If you're done, be sure to hit end turn.
Yes. Whereas end turn. Beep.
Excellent. So
Excellent.
Wonderful.
As the rocks begin to circle in, you'll watch as they slowly approach you guys from this cliffside. This one will also do the same. Begin like flapping up into the air. I'm gonna say, yeah, this one's gonna flap up into the air about 20, and then we'll sort of like hover around as you guys begin to feel yourself surrounded over. Just as you are ready to engage against the foes, you will see a flash of fiery light from this direction launch over into the rock as something has struck it for 12 points of fire damage.
Oh.
It seems 2 adventurers have entered the fray. This one will shout, "Keep calm! We're here to help!" His voice is sort of shadowy and whispery a little bit. They seem humanoid in nature, but you kind of see this like faint shadow cover over them. Upon closer inspection, they kind of look like the race of individuals that were guarding the palace of the collector. However, their sort of attire and armor suggests something a little more adventurous, a little more casual. And they will also begin to roll. All right. Olive, it is now yours.
Alrighty. She will step forward to here. These ones haven't been attacked, the like smaller ones?
Correct.
Mm-mm.
You will also hear, although I know this won't affect Olive much, one of them will shout in a sort of like wispy tone. If you strike at the dead leader, the others will flee.
Oh. I don't think a sacred flame will kill him. Let's find out.
Not one of yours, probably.
But also, I thought Olive was all about not killing.
Well, here's the hoping it won't.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
how much? I mean,
Oh,
how much
from the opposite
damage...
side. Yeah, I see your side.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I just can hit him, but without killing him. I guess I'll just what's it called? Buff someone else.
Bless.
Yeah, except not that one. I'm gonna do the
Sacred
emboldening bond.
Oh.
Ta-da!
Oh. You got so many buffs,
Within
dude.
30 feet of each other. Oh, you fuckers.
I will take the bond.
Me and Tontu.
Yeah, I'll do you and Tontu.
Damn!
Me and the dog.
You just see the dog and you forget he's there sometimes.
Bippity boppity boo. I choose you.
Tontu.
Tontu and Remo.
Wait, Remo. Damn it.
Now I will look away while you kill it.
I pretend I do not see.
I pretend
I am not
do not
complicit in
see it.
this.
No.
I do not see this. Not me. All right. When you are done, sure to hit end turn.
Oh yes, that is correct. That is the thing I will do now. Click.
Click. You will see another fiery flash from over in this direction. As they'll say in the common tongue, stand back! And we'll launch. And we'll launch. Oh, there we are. Woohoo! As a fiery explosion lit off into
Iconic.
That's some pretty huge damage.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's almost like it's one of the strongest spells in the game.
Fireball is pretty pog. Profek will be like, oh, thank Mephistopheles, we're saved! And kind of just does a little step back from away from the action. And we'll, give me a second. Make sure this is, oh, that's correct. Actually, apology.
Yes?
Are good. Yes, we'll toss a fiery bolt over to the big rock for 8 points of damage. Before being like, yep, excuse me, ma'am. And then we'll walk over there and
A little rat.
This one will turn over into engage Curious adventurers, attacking with a beak, which will deflect off of its mage armor. The talons will also. Yubi.
I'm just going to shoot the this rock right here.
Okay.
With the short bow.
Okay.
And then can I sneak attack or it's too high in the air?
Well, you are not stealthed, and there is no one within 5 feet, so no. Not
Okay.
attack.
I guess I'll attempt to stealth at the end of turn.
5 points of damage. As your bonus action, go ahead and make a... Well, hold up.
Mm-hmm.
You are not within misty area. Or once. So you cannot.
Get behind that bush.
You can't hide. You can move and hide behind an object still. That is true.
Get behind this little twiggy looking bush.
It's just this entire. It's just this
like a dead bush.
Yeah.
No leaves.
She starts arranging the twigs around her hair.
Technically counts as me hiding.
That's great.
All right.
Okay, I'll attempt. The twigs weren't very hiding.
You just look like QB with twigs in her hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, very elven.
Oh my god. QB with twigs in her hair. That would be a hilarious fan art.
Yeah, someone should draw that.
Gosh, don't be so obvious, Bree. God.
Yeah, someone should think about it and conceptualize it in their head first, and then maybe get inspired to grab a pencil or tablet pen.
Yeah.
He's like trying to make it look like a nest.
Or charcoal, you know, if you're
or paintbrush.
Many
options.
All right, you medium snobs, let's calm down.
Stick in the sand, like any.
Oh my
medium snobs.
Oh my god. When you're done.
Actually, you didn't say oil paint, so I feel really excluded from this.
You ignored watercolors?
Yeah, there's so many other options.
What the fuck is happening? Anyways, make sure to hit end turn when you're done.
I was gonna ask where it is. I thought it was here before, but I can't.
It's where the sword's crossing at the top, next to the speech bubble. If you click that, and then at the bottom it'll say end turn.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it called? I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. What is it called again? Oh yeah, deadly style. Okay. Okay, Kopi's gonna go forward. As she's running forward, she's gonna do the anime dash. You know that anime dash where they like take out their weapon and they scream out random stuff and then
they drag it along the floor and like sparks come out of it, and then you think, why would you do that to your weapon?
You don't have to joke about it. Just own it. Own it.
Wait, wrong keyboard. There the bone, deadly style. Yeah!
You watch Zera's spirit flare out as the tip of the spear glows red.
And then, since I have 10 feet of range with my spear, I shall use my relic spear deadly style. Yaddy, yaddy, yaddy!
Woo!
On the guy in front of me.
That'll hit 15 points of damage. And oh, how do you dispatch of the rock den leader?
Okay, so basically I'm behind Remo, right? So think of this, like you know, like there's Tantu and then there's Remo, right? But like they're like next to each other, right? So I'm on the right side technically, you know, but I'm gonna JoJo pose and like wind back on my back, like bend my back backwards, and then I'm gonna reach through them, reach through both of them, and just like fucking stab them with one arm. I mean, it's always with one arm because Zera the Bold is holding my spear. Okay, puts up glasses. I'm done.
Amazing. That's great time, man.
Yeah!
Body falls limp.
Okay, now this is epic.
Now, the rock younglings are now routing. They are fleeing the area. Do you allow them to flee? If so, the combat will end with them departing.
I mean, I don't think Howie's even recognized that we're in combat yet, based on his initiative. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you'll just watch as the others begin to fly away.
Why do they keep trying to attack us? Haven't they learned?
Yeah, you'd think they'd just figure it out eventually. Like we try warning them.
Who's they? What?
You know what they
the
say?
birds.
The
You can't
birds.
teach an ostrich new.
Yeah, me and Remo took care of some earlier, but I guess they don't communicate with each other.
Yeah, I mean, they presumably have entirely separate cultures and groups, motivations, life plans, you know?
I mean, I guess. I'm just saying they didn't have to die today.
these
Teach
humanoids.
an old ostrich new math. I think that's the phrase,
That's
right?
the saying. Yeah, that was the one.
They're
She
so
always
bad at
understands.
math.
Brilliant.
They're really bad. That's what I've heard.
Absolutely wise and brilliant. Hail, travelers! You'll watch as this one humanoid is draped in this ornate armor. The other one seems to be wearing fine robes. You can spot immediately that they are wearing magical armaments to suggest that they have been traveling for quite some time. This one will step forward and kind of like pull the corpse back a little bit. Is anyone hurt? Are you well?
I'm fine.
I scratched my arm with the twig. She like
you should
shakes
probably
off
get
the.
that checked out.
Just a tiny little scratch. Didn't even break the skin.
Olive walks up to her and like inspects her arm.
I think you're not gonna make it. I don't know. It looks pretty bad.
Oh, what tragedy!
You know, we didn't quite need any help, but thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, we had that handled.
She's dying over here.
Olive is gonna rub her hand on your arm like really fast to just warm it up and be like,
"You're healed. You will never die, and you're safe now."
Could you kids stop playing back there?
Praise Olive and her medical
I do have
expertise.
Magic, yes. I am a cleric. This is true.
Olive saved my life from the branch. She's like
what I
throwing the
do.
branches everywhere. Like all excited.
Olive just shrugs and walks off so proudly.
Yep, that's what I do. My work is done.
Brolvek will give a round of applause to Olive. Brilliant, well done, brilliant.
Why are you sucking up to me?
What?
She walks over.
He looks startled, like
I'm startled.
But she didn't do anything.
I was singing her praises. Was that offensive?
You've got a lot to learn, buddy.
I suppose.
Oh, he's just piling on.
Yeah. I suppose I should. Brolvek will remain in deep reflection.
Thanks for your help.
Yes, we heard the squawking from here, so we went ahead and checked it out. Our camp is right over the way. If you need a place to rest.
No, we kind of just like started our adventure for the day. I'm quite rested.
No, rest sounds lovely.
Well, whatever you decide.
We've only been climbing for how long have we been climbing?
It's been about a couple hours now.
We've only been climbing for a couple hours, and you're tired?
Well, the younger folk in the group and the younger folk in the group are really tired.
Put them in the bag of holding.
Well, you can't breathe in those, Remo.
Just hold it.
Well, we do have a campsite available if you do need a moment to take a breather. The amethyst has been prepped if you're looking for food.
What? Huh?
Oh, come right this way.
Thank you.
Oh, perhaps introductions could be in order once we arrive over at the camp. You seem capable enough. Didn't seem like you needed any help, but extra arms and swords.
I could have handled them all on my own, actually. We're quite an adventurous sort.
Well, but we too are a bit of an adventurous sort.
Yes.
Have you heard?
I've definitely. I mean, I'm very well learned, as is Remo, the lad.
I'm Tontu.
I ain't learned nothing.
Tontu too.
Sorry.
Tontu.
Little Ton too.
God damn it. I keep goofing my maps. Hold on, there it is. Oh, yes.
Quite the crossroads.
Greetings, Tontu. I'm Thagdrun, says it here. This is my compatriot, Tolmas, and we're actually part of the Wretched Company.
Oh.
That's a dumb name.
The Wretched Company?
Well, hold on, Thagdrun and Thomas.
Hmm?
The Wretched Company. What kind of operations does such a company do?
1 second.
Greetings.
Just in case it's his name.
Hello. Oh, hi, Kobe. Stop that.
What is this, Brett? What's happening?
Oh wait, so what's happening? What are you asking? Sorry, a lot just happened.
The guys just said greetings and hello to us.
Just so you can see what how their names were spelled.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was like, is this a bug? They just spamming the chat.
No. It's just Kopi was like going. No, it's all good. It's our adventuring company. We're actually hunting a foul fiend. We can tell you more at the camp if you'd like.
Wait, do we have a company name?
I don't think we do.
Yes, the Misfits.
Are we a company?
The Misfit Company.
No,
Pleasure
hold
to meet
on.
you.
Well, no, we didn't agree on this. It's not right.
You
As you guys will arrive, you will see that a small camp has been established within this mountain pass. Glowing purple rocks to illuminate the area, with some growing over there. Perhaps the amethyst they were talking about.
beautiful.
Feel free to grab one if you're hungry.
Wait, you can eat it?
Yes. You've never had the amethyst of the shade light before?
No.
It has a
Don't eat it.
It has
What do you mean? Eating amethyst.
Her mouth is like stuffed with it, and like she doesn't swallow it. She
spit
it out.
Oh, are you grabbing that? It's like, don't. Oh, we were using that to illuminate the. Oh, that's okay. We should have plenty over there.
She spits it out in her hands.
No. Oh, please help yourself to that. Yes, you never had the amethyst before.
Are you sure this is not like a you thing? And like, you guys can like eat the amethyst and be totally fine, and then we eat it, then we get poisoned and die?
They look at it and say, "Oh, I've never really considered that. You seem to be almost human or humanoid in nature. It should be fine."
What are you?
Wait, really?
She's gonna take out her notebook.
Yeah. Before answering that, Thag Jonno will look over to this masked individual and say, they should be fine, correct?
Well, it's fine then. I'll try some myself.
One moment.
Give me some.
No, 1 moment, please.
What?
Well, I haven't seen a humanoid of your kind. If you would allow me a moment to study your physiology, your biology.
What is with you all in the Shadow Vale wanting to study us?
Everyone's got the hots for Cube.
He wants to go on a date with you.
Yeah, another one.
Oh, well, apologies. Nothing of the sort like that. You were...
Lies.
Whoa.
You have to give her flowers if you're going to study her.
I am...
That's how it works, actually.
I am not interested in romantic pursuits. Apologies. In fact, none of the
How
umbrani
of you
are.
to assume that means you're interested?
Well, two things. First of all, you were concerned that these might have been poisonous to you. I merely wish to provide you an answer. And second, your friends were the one that said I was interested in you, and I wanted to clear it up. Is that acceptable?
You're not interested even scientifically?
Well,
precisely.
I suppose
You
not.
have to admit she's a very pretty bird lady.
I believe I can answer this. Tall Moss will step forward and say, the umbrani are without gender, without sex. We cannot reproduce. We don't have the anatomy for it, and thus aren't really interested in that sort of thing. There are other things we, I suppose, seek our thrills for, like adventuring.
Wait. Okay, but how do you make more of you then?
Well, we are, I suppose, to put it dramatically, dreamers. We are born of the dreams of more powerful entities. In fact, we were born from the Lord of Shadow, Ashura. We have since, defected.
Oh. So you're like worker drones with a finite lifespan.
He thinks to himself a little bit, or they think to themselves a little bit, like, I suppose that is. From my understanding, now this is a bit of a secret, of course, but we have slain together the Lord of Many Faces, Ashura, has gone, well, quite mad since they've arrived here over 1,000 years ago, and have sealed themselves away in a bit of a deep slumber. However, it has allowed the creation of us, the Umbrani, who are to carry the command of the almighty Lord of Faces. Some of us thought that was, well, rather shit, right? So we've decided not to do that. Not to follow the will and command of someone who can't even be awake enough to experience this life. And so we formed our company, the Wretched Company. There are others like us over at the Tavern of Wretches, actually. And we're here on a very important mission.
I can't get over the fact calling yourself wretches feels all a bit dreary.
Why don't you call yourselves like dreamers or something?
Yeah, the Dreamers Collective.
Yeah, it's making me a little sad.
Oh, that's even better.
Well,
good job, Howie.
The Imaginers.
The
Imagineers.
I mean, the name has been with us for quite some time.
Well, it's been bad for quite some time then.
Well, it's time for change.
Out with the old and in with the new. Out with
Crystal eaters. Because you eat crystals.
Oh,
well, so do we. Have you ever had salt before, QB?
Yes.
That's a crystal.
It is?
Yep.
Oh.
There are a lot of wretched companies that explore these lands. I suppose we could rename one or two groups of us. Maybe.
Crystal Dreamers.
Oh yes, and this is very good.
Pretty cool.
That is indeed that's a good name over there. Right. Well, I have something to think about. Perhaps after our hunt, we can talk about that back at the tavern. But what brings you to these reaches?
We're stuck.
Well.
You're stuck up the mountains? We know a way out. We can guide you home if you'd like.
What makes you think we're stuck, Tonto?
Well, I just meant in general.
Oh. Yeah, we're stuck.
Oh. Well, if you'd like, we can escort you off the mountains. I suppose it depends on which end you came from. The east, the west, not the north, I would assume. South's nothing really there. There really isn't anything west either. So
no, we can't leave yet. We're helping our friends.
Oh, that's a honorable cause. I suppose. Oh, looks over at QB. Careful with that rock there. I know it's gonna be very intimidating, and also feel like you're taking a huge bite of glass. But I assure you, if you can navigate around the shards, it is actually quite nutritious.
Is it going to cut my mouth if I eat it?
Maybe the first couple of times you consume it, sure, but after the scarring, inside your mouth, it'll actually become quite easy to eat.
No, don't do that, QB. That's bad.
I almost died, so I think I shouldn't eat it. I just almost died earlier.
Let me taste test it for you.
Okay.
Oh no.
I just almost died, so I probably shouldn't.
I'm taking it easy today.
Hey, you know how like a little kid, like you know how when you give like a little kid like something for the first time and you like take a little bite, she's gonna like have that exact face where she like even like squints and like her teeth is like show, and she takes the smallest little bite of the crystal. You guys said it was fine, so. And then she starts biting it. What happens?
So with a little bit of a nibble, it'll feel like you're chewing on sand because of the teensiest little bite that you take. It kind of, as you bite, begins to sort of like melt into your mouth very quickly, almost as if you were consuming some cotton candy. And yet, it still has the texture as if you're chewing on sand. When you swallow, of course, very coarse going down the throat. And that's it. That's pretty much it. It doesn't really taste like anything. Well?
Huh. Very bland. I don't know why you eat this shit. She gives it back to him.
Well, it is the only common thing that's available around here. And it's easy to grow after a day's time in the right environment. They'll point over in this area as you watch kind of like the crystals of the amethyst fester a little bit around the wall and say, after a day's time, with an appropriate amount of geology here, this actually provides a bit of nutrition. Yes, it's bland. Yes, we've been trying to find ways to make it tastier, but it allows us to survive, to live.
Okay.
But you mentioned that you were stuck. Is it that you're trapped on the mountain, or do you need it in a different way?
Maybe we should ask you where this is.
Like
what the fuck? What the fuck was the place called again that we're going to?
The smile place? I don't know.
So
No.
you're currently in the Shade Light Summits, and you guys are heading over
Like Volrak or something.
Yeah,
No?
it's the floating ruins of Zakar.
Oh, Zakar. We're trying to go to the floating ruins of Zakar.
I don't know why that cracked. Zakar! Sorry, anyways.
I'm trying to be a little regal, but it's not working.
It's okay.
Your regal check?
We've actually been interested in going to Zakar one of these days. Potentially, if we survive our next hunt. There's some deep history over there. From my understanding, when Io was inhabited by the Astari, Zakar was a very important area of arcane focuses, with the mages and shamans that resided there. Of course, with its unbridled energy, it still hovers there, even in the Shadow Veil. Are you going there for adventure? Trying to get a bit of history?
We're mostly just sightseeing, thank you.
Oh, fair enough then. Well, I hope Zakar treats you well. As I mentioned, we hope to get there once we've completed our hunt.
Oh, well, I mean, how long's that going to take?
We are uncertain. We've never hunted a Shadow Titan before.
Cool. Shadow what?
Oh, what?
Cool.
Cool. What?
Very, very cool.
Shadow Titan. Surprised you haven't heard of them before. You see, and then it goes in excruciating detail, sounding like the giant Titan-like creature that you guys encountered when you first arrived, and then you immediately retreat back into the temple.
Dare I say, I think we've actually seen one of those fellows.
And you lived?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tell us more of your encounter. I mean, it would help us out greatly.
Oh, it was tit for tat for a time. They really had us on the back heel, but we held our ground, right, gang?
Yeah, we forced it into a retreat.
Splendid.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Wait, isn't that the big
splendid.
thing we ran away from?
Tactically, maybe.
We tactically advanced in the opposite direction, yes, for the time being.
I see.
This umbrani will kind of like walk forward a little bit and say, well, if you wish to seek vengeance, perhaps you would join us on this hunt.
Oh,
that is assuming that it doesn't interfere with what you have going on now. We would be welcome to have more capable fighters to fend off this thing. We're not expecting to kill it. Shadow Titan is extremely powerful. But we have been tasked to push it back a bit.
Right. So it's not really a hunt then, is it?
It is a bit of a hunt.
So you're saying you're too weak to defeat this creature, and yet you're gonna go fight it nonetheless?
Well, if we don't, it's going to be a very, very dangerous for the region of Ezrai, as well as the Palace of the Collector. This task was given to us by Lord Mephistopheles himself. And you see Brolvek, who has been sitting here quietly, humming to himself, and says, Mephistopheles told you? I didn't hear anything about a hunt. The Shadow Titan knows best. How come I wasn't hearing this? Oh God, am I being replaced? He'll say quietly to himself, Olive, you'll hear this. Quickly, do you need a herald? You're a powerful priest, right?
He's gonna like sideways glance at him, looking up from her notes where she has been drawing like everything here, taking down extensive notes on this like area and these people. Huh?
Oh, nothing. Just talking out loud to myself.
Why are you so sweaty?
Bagjaroon over here will turn over to Ergar and say, Ergar, what were some of the notes that you were able to decipher about the Shadow Titan? And Ergar will pull out a book, much like what Olive is doing, and sort of begin to page through and say, let's see.
Which one is this? Which person?
Oh, Ergar, who is over here.
Okay, Olive is
knowledgeable fellow.
She's gonna clock that and she's gonna come over and like try to stand on her tippy toes to look into his book.
Ergar will open the book so that you're able to read.
She's gonna copy the notes down.
Yeah, you'll also notice from the vestments, as well as the general magics that Ergar uses, that Ergar is also a cleric.
Ooh, he just like me for real.
So
like
Ergar,
us.
Yeah. So Ergar, they're gonna go and like page through the book a little bit, and mention to themselves. It says, "Oh yes, right here. It seems that the Shadow Titans feed off of the shadow. It feeds off of nihil energy. If they get over into one of the storm devils, or dread be it, the oblivion, it will empower the beast further. But it is my understanding from what we've tracked that the Shadow Titan is over here, potentially absorbing the nihil that is trapped within the Shadelight. Once again, pointing to the phenomenon that is over there.
Howie would probably interject and say,
Right, I was thinking about this earlier. Surely some kind of magnetic field strong enough would guide the nihilium particles into some kind of cascading reaction, creating such a visual phenomena.
In common, Poindexter?
That was common, Remo. I can give it to you in Dwarvish, though.
As you say that, Ergar is just sort of nod, and like actually writing these notes is fascinating theory.
Yes, well, I mean, that's how it works elsewhere, as far as I'm aware. I've only briefly studied it, but it would make perfect sense. It acts as sort of a guide, pulling them all together. I imagine like a watering hole for animals that are parched.
Much like a Shadow Titan.
Exactly. I mean, if that's what they consume.
Oh, from every single observation, from those that have survived and told the tale, they seem to have gathered where the nihil energy is at its most focused. Here in the northern region, this would probably be the safest and more, I suppose, more direct and effective method of gathering nihil energy. If the Shadow Titan continues to feed, it will become increasingly more powerful. And from what some witnesses have said, this thing is already especially large.
Well, that's no good.
This one will continue by saying, if we can push it back, that would be well for all of us. But if we kill it, why, we'd be heroes of the realm. And Bagdrun will just sort of like step forward and continue and said, live, genuine heroes, doing some good in this Vale, and not just cronies to some Lord of Shadow.
So they want to be heroes. Okay, writing this down.
You say that out loud?
Yes.
Even though Ergar's mouth is covered, you can kind of see a smile form underneath that. And will kind of like sheepishly, but kind of just confirm to you with a nod.
He's nodding. Okay.
They nod. Get that down.
Looking at
She's
me.
like in full like social unaware mode because she's in note-taking mode.
Yeah.
Ergar will walk over and say, we were not conceived as humanoids typically are. We were dreamed into existence. And because of that, a bit of a stigma has been placed upon us. Mindless aberrations, followers of someone's greater deeds, or what they want to do. A tool, a drone, as you may have stated before. It is, selfishly, important to us that we make a difference within the Vale. While many Lords of Shadow, many devils, tieflings, and other umbrani desperately seek to escape this purgatory, we believe there is something good to offer. And you'll watch as Ergar will lean over this glowing pit, grabbing an amethyst, and holds it up. I'm sure you weren't even aware that this was a food source. This area has such great promise. Yes, it is a bit dreary. But, however you feel about it, this is our home. We shouldn't abandon it so needlessly.
Maybe we should help them.
Yeah.
That way less of them will get hurt.
Well, yes, exactly. And also, I'm sure you could direct us down a safe path to where we're headed if we help you.
Bagdrun will look over and he just this wide smile upon his face and says, You're a capable company. We would be delighted to have you join us for the hunt. It is very dangerous, though. Are you sure you'd be up for the task? And I suppose if we survive, yes. Whatever you needed, we would happily guide you wherever you need to go.
I guess we're willing to help you, the
All
Crystal
right.
Dreamers.
One Titan. And then we're on our way.
So he will sort of like clasp their hands together. Say, fantastic. All right, then. We are going to rest here for another hour. And then the trail, I believe, up to the north, where we saw some tracks as of late to where this shadowy titan may be hiding. 1 second. Oop. Gosh, I don't even... Okay, there it is.
How long's the rest, Brett?
It would be for an hour if anyone wants to do a short rest.
Yeah, that's fine.
I could short rest.
This guy wasted his spell slot on a large. This guy used nothing. And he needs it back.
Turned a mouse to be really small, and then they
Saving a mouse into a smaller mouse, and now he's paying the price.
I feel like that's gonna bite me in the ass, but I'm
Yeah.
okay living with that consequence.
Do you want to use my
I don't.
Pearl of Power?
No,
waste
that's
it.
yours.
Okay.
Don't you get the ability to like restore spell spots on a short rest? Isn't that
I
a
don't
thing that
think
we do?
so as an artificer.
Spell
Isn't that
cast-
as one of Brett's things? As like the
Yeah, that's what
No.
I meant. Is it one of Brett's things?
Oh, no. You will not be able to.
I think that was in dungeons or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll short rest.
No. Get fucked.
Where's my hit die?
I never said that. Would you like to spend one of your hit die?
Yeah, I think I can do it like this. Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah, I got it for you. I'll take
Nice.
care of all that.
That's fine.
All right. So after that you're all rested, you'll see they're all gathering their tools. Thagdrun over here seems to be capable with a blade and board. So we'll grab their curved longsword along with an ornate shield. You'll watch as Tolmas over here seems to be sparking a thing of fire between two of their hands. Bragrak over here doesn't really do too much. They keep a bow strapped around their back and are just making sure that the arrows are sharpened to a fine point. And Ergar over here continues to study a bit more of the Shadow Titan, hoping to glean some sort of information that may assist them in this task.
Olive will tug on Ergar's shirt to get his attention, or their attention rather.
Yeah.
What?
And Ergar will look over to you. Would you have introduced yourself to Ergar at this time?
No, she's
Okay.
totally socially inept at this point.
Yes.
What's it like to have a dream?
Ergar will be silent for a moment and will state, "I don't know."
But you're dreaming of becoming heroes, right?
We aspire to be, yes.
That's like a dream.
But as far as dreaming, as one does in their slumber, our slumber is very lifeless.
Hmm.
You mean, what is it like to have an aspiration?
Yeah. I don't have any of that.
Surely you do. Maybe one you just haven't realized. But that's okay. To wander around without purpose can be very confusing, very lost at times. So I understand where you're going, where you're coming from, where you are right now. But once you find that purpose, well, you strive for it. You push yourself forward in the hopes to achieve it. It is just that, purpose. But I think to find an aspiration, you must ask yourself, what is important to you?
Oh, gosh, I've never asked myself that. Beyond sleep and food.
Well, that's where you should start. And don't be discouraged if you don't find an answer right away. These journeys sometimes take lifetimes. They can't be rushed.
Thanks. I think your aspiration is very noble.
She nods and continues writing.
I'll kind of look over. What are you doing over there? Points at your book.
Oh, I have the urge to study cultures. Like, I think it's called anthropology. Well,
oh.
I don't remember a lot about my past, but I do have this instinct that I need to fill this notebook.
Is there any particular reason that you're doing that? Or is it just a drive, an unknown drive?
It feels like an unknown drive, but almost like maybe a passion I had, but I don't have a strong connection to it anymore because I can't remember anything, but I still do it because it feels like it's there. It's very confusing, but...
It's very important to you.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe figure out the why.
That's a good idea.
You just seem to have this in reverse order. That's fine. Something to reflect on. but it sounds like you're on the right track.
She's gonna smile and nod and keep writing.
Aspiration will find you soon. This I see.
I hope so.
Ergar will continue their preparation.
Okay, gang. Since we're going to be carrying out a mission, we need to come up with a name for ourselves as well. I think we should be the Curious Misfits. What do you say?
You said the Misfits earlier. Now it's the Curious Misfits. What happened?
You can't just add an adjective.
Because we're always curious about things. You know, look at Olive. She was curious about.
Well, then why not call it
dreams?
Curiosity?
I am curious. What about Curious Company?
Curious Company with
What about
the
Remo
Crystal
and the
Dreamers?
crew?
Not that one. Not that one.
Thagdron just holds up their hand and says, I quite like the Curious Company, and we would be happy to join your company for this hunt.
No.
I mean, it's the alliteration is strong, but I like Howie's expedition too. Equally
What
weighted.
about everybody wants to date Kopi?
That's the name of a company,
nobody wants to
and
date
I
me.
most certainly do not.
Oh, blessed be. Everyone wants to date you. Aren't you a lucky lass?
Remo and the
No.
others.
They're lying.
No. Tontu, do you have any suggestions?
Your suggestions are all really good, so I don't know what to pick.
Yeah, well, how about you weed out the really bad ones like Remo's and like gravitate more.
I like
towards-
Tontu.
Shut up, extra.
I like
Which
Tontu.
one's the best one?
I like Tontu being like, how about Tim?
Jerry. Tontu, come on. Tell us which one was the best one.
I don't know, honestly.
You do know. You just won't say it. Just say it. It's okay. It's fine.
Flip him a candy.
God.
Tontu's backing away slowly.
What about the wild animals? Because we are all animals a little bit. The wild animals.
I find that offensive.
The
I'd rather not
menagerie.
pick. Honestly, I don't want to pick.
I like the curiosities, the menagerie, the gang.
You know, I kind of like
Man who
this Curious
eats mice.
Company. You know.
Cease
Who
that.
said that again? Was it QB?
What?
Oh, I said that. Curious
No, it
Company?
was Olive. Curious
was me.
Company.
It's basic, but it works.
Good job,
Pretty
QB. Olive's like,
just
hello.
Basic. There's a ring
I'm
to it.
underappreciated in my time.
That's why you're writing so many books.
Oh, you're right.
Okay. Mission, Crystal Dreamers, and Curiosities.
You already forgot the name.
You can't do that. You can't.
Can we just
sabotage the
name your
alternative.
group?
It's all right. It's all right. It's the first time you used a name. You're going to stumble along the way. It's fine.
Okay, mission, Crystal Dreamers, and Curious. Fuck, what was the name?
Curious Company, I believe you called yourselves. Yes.
Let's go.
You know, I
I
really...
think Kopi is
Should not be.
flustered because everyone wants to date her.
I think so.
I am not flustered because everyone wants to date me.
Yes, that confidence is very good. Even you believe everyone wants to date you.
Yes.
Very well, then. A joint effort between the Curious Company and, well, the Crystal Dreamers.
Yes.
And everyone will give a rousing nod to that
Yay!
before going. All right, then we shall be off. Good luck to each and every one of you, Brolvac will say. I will guard the camp.
You're coming. She grabs his hand immediately.
Oh!
Or his arm.
He flinches. He flinches.
He likes
He
it.
flinches. Oh no, it's a painful gasp.
He's scared. He's
Yeah,
scared.
Kopi is not soft. She's aggressive as fuck. You get over here right now. You come in
You're
with us.
bruising. You're bruising.
I saw those claws that you had. You can fight.
I can climb. That's all I can do, you brute.
Well, why
Climb
don't
the
you use those
Titan, then.
claws for something instead of climbing? You're coming with us.
If you insist, very well. Perhaps I can prove myself to Lord Mephistopheles again.
Did you say perhaps I can poop myself?
No, prove myself, not poop myself.
It was pretty close. It was pretty close.
I've already defecated over there. Don't worry about it.
You would say something like that. That's why I believed it.
I made sure to expel my bowels before we faced off against some horrific shadow
Oh
titan.
my god, why is he saying this?
I did not need to poop myself.
How many more episodes feature poop or pee talk? I need to know if I'm going to continue watching.
you know, Brolvec, incontinence is a problem that we all struggle with sometimes when we're getting up there.
Oh, Mr. Howing.
It's okay. No judgment from me. How long has it been happening to you, Brolvec?
He's like tugging at his ass.
Brolvec's annoyed. Stop it. He's away from there.
Holy shit, dude.
I recently defecated from there. Stop poking at that.
I bet.
Oh my god, what is happening?
I don't know.
All right. So, you guys will begin your travel up north.
We're moving as a squad.
We're not a squad. We're
Curious
a company.
roll out.
Thagdrun will point over to the north. Say, this is the one area we haven't recently explored, but we did see some interesting footprints up here to suggest that the Titan may either be slowing down, potentially feeding. I believe, Ergar, what did you read? Ergar will once again pull out their book and say, once a Titan spotted feeding, it does take quite a bit of time to absorb the area. So we do have some time to potentially interrupt its feeding cycle, or I suppose kill it. Very unlikely that'll be. And then you'll see the two.
We see those?
Yeah, you see the two.
Oh my god, he had his grippers out.
Yeah.
The dogs and everything.
This is where we found the footprint. Investigated, leaving it head deeper into the chasm.
Skinny feet. This should be good. This should be easy.
You literally see feet that are taller, footprints that are taller than you.
Skinny feet.
Skinny feet.
Skinny feet.
Oh
yes.
Skinny feet. We're fine.
Thagdrun will walk.
That's my homeboy, Skinny Feet.
Thagdrun will look over to Kopi and say, "Skinny feet. How does that help us at all? Is there something that we know about the creature now because of this?"
Oh, when they have skinny feet, they're weak as fuck.
Oh, well, maybe this is a weaker Titan. Oh, to think we can actually dispatch of a Shadow Titan. Oh, everyone! This one has skinny feet! And Kopi specified it makes them, what did you say? Weak as fuck!
God.
Great. Where did this weak as fuck Titan go? There's only two footprints.
What's a fuck?
Yes, I am also wondering what a fuck is. I need to write it down for posterity's sake in my book.
I think a fuck is when you get really sad and you're like,
No.
you can't get up out of bed in the morning.
Sadness.
She meant to say schmuck. Schmuck. She was trying to say schmuck.
This one will point over to QB and say, I've recently just met this one, but I don't think she's supposed to say that word.
Fuck?
It makes me very uneasy.
Come on. It's no big deal what words they say, as long as they don't use it bad.
It is the bad word.
Title of this episode is just QB learns to say fuck.
Name of the episode, QB learns to say fuck.
The always sunny music playing.
And then Kopi being dumb as fuck.
Oh my god.
Dumpy.
What?
Anyways, trying to get
Kopi giving bad advice.
His
looks
feet
really
were skinny
confused.
as fuck. Am I saying it right?
Everyone, these feet marks are skinny as fuck.
Yeah.
It'll be
Your
fine.
language is foul. Stop it.
What does it mean?
Fowl is like chickens and goose and birds.
Oh.
Yeah, the bad kinds of bird.
Primo, as you begin to cross over the foot marks, you will step in something. And it gives that sound underneath your feet.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Is that poop?
Is that the blue guy's
Better not
poop?
be poop. It better not be poop. I swear to God.
That is not my poop! No, I did it so I could camp, not here, obviously.
What the hell did I step in?
Wait, is it skinny poop?
I don't know.
Check it out.
Skinny poop is not healthy.
As you lift your foot, you'll see this sort of like shadow excrement cover over the heel.
Oh my god. Is it skinny?
Is it flat?
You can roll. Yeah, you can see investigation.
Flat poop also means it's bad.
Real talk question.
Yes.
Is it like fail RP that I'm saying fuck in this like time?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
I don't know. Like I thought like it's not a word.
English, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
You're not the first one to say fuck. You're not gonna be the last either.
Still don't know if it's skinny poop or
You won't be the last. Inserts knife into your chest.
Don't do that.
I kill all that curse words!
You'll pay for this.
Holy shit. Tim said to stab you!
See, I like this Tantu.
It's really just
Is this the Titan poop?
What are you doing with that poop on your foot?
Nature
What do you mean
or
you're gonna wipe this off? What the
nature
hell?
or investigation for those that are curious.
I'm not that curious as the name would imply.
Well, we did 2
are the
rolls
curious
already.
company, so nature check.
Okay, I'll investigate. Oh my god.
Oh my god, we
Investigate.
suck at investigating poop.
I'm really good.
Yay.
So copious.
Expert in skinny feet, expert in skinny shit.
As you investigate the excrement, you'll discover it is not excrement at all. But it seems to be sort of this this sort of what's
Piss.
the word? No, it's not
God.
piss. It's discarded nihil energy that is sort of like solidified and then just kind of is just in the ground now, suggesting whatever creature was here was feasting on the nihil energy up above and has continued its migration. This thing is in the middle of feeding.
It's Kopi that figured all that out?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, I was totally zoning out. I thought.
Well, I guess you don't know anything after
You rolled
all.
the 16, Alex. You're the one that investigated the not poop, nihil energy. It's discarded like energy or something.
Oh, it's
So
discarded
like
energy.
kind of poop, but not really.
It's excrement in the sense of it being
it's waste.
excreted. It's
Yeah.
waste. It is waste. It's nihil waste.
But it's not stinky like poop.
It's not. It's not.
Well, it's a type of poop. Let's carry on.
Yeah, that's fucking gross.
Oh, well, nothing to worry. Nothing to worry about then. If it's just a type of poop. Here I was thinking they were already feeding. All right,
I'm
everyone.
gonna draw the poop in my notebook.
What the hell?
Perhaps strike the Titan before it has started its feeding. Oh boy, that would be very helpful indeed. Thank you so much, Kopi. You've given us a lot of hope.
Yubi looks at the poop in Olive's notebook and she's like, oh, I think you forgot a little segment here.
Oh, thank you so much. I love getting feedback on my drawings.
It sounded so sarcastic, but I meant it.
Oh boy, I love getting feedback when I didn't ask for
I love
it.
unsolicited.
I love backseat artists.
No, but she really meant it. Wait, was it long here or was it skinny here? She's
collaborating now.
Skinny, it had 6 segments and it
I hate this.
it was a gradient. It started light
that
brown.
one guy that couldn't send a poop talk.
gradient,
I'll see you
you're
next
right.
season.
I have colored pencils in my bag somewhere.
So as you all are discussing this, you'll immediately
As we all, just
we all,
yeah. As you're all discussing, yeah. A silence will fall over the umbrani company, as one of them, specifically that drone, will hold out their hand, and for the first time in his jovial attitude, will say, quiet. And you will see, towering over the cliff, finally in view, this giant titan holding up its hands to the sky as this nihil energy is sort of dripping down from its fingers. It seems to it seems to be like channeling the nihil energy trapped within the shade light. And as the light kind of looks like a pattern of at first, trails down to the creature, its fingers are dripping in shadow energy, and it looks like it's consuming it in this hairy mass of a mouth, like a bear to honey. And while it does that, it just drips down to the ground below. You will see it actually turn slightly to your direction, aware of your presence. But much like the ants that may trail at your feet, it doesn't look at you as a threat, and it continues to consume the nihil energy, ignoring your presence.
Doesn't see us as a threat. Okay.
Oh my gosh, it's huge.
It's ginormous.
This is
Wait, so we can clearly see this thing.
Oh, yes, absolutely. But more importantly, it sees you. It just doesn't care. Huh?
Yeah, I knew it was a skinny...
Wait, is that the thing that's been... Oh, no, he's eating the excrement.
Sorry, can I check that I'm like understanding what I'm looking at right? Does that look like an eyeball?
Yes.
Okay,
it looks like
sorry.
a singular eyeball. No, you're good.
Okay.
Right. Well, we are to strike it. We should perhaps do it now. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
I'm always ready.
Speak up if you're not.
I mean, we should form a vanguard. People that are comfortable in close quarters should move up front, and long rangers at the back.
Yeah.
Wow, that's brilliant. Did you come up with that?
I mean, it's basic stuff, Remo. You should know this.
It doesn't seem to care.
I'm fucking with you.
It doesn't seem to care about us being here. Perhaps it doesn't think of us as a threat. So, if we are to strategize an approach, we must do so carefully, as his attitude may change at any time. Must be careful.
Him.
Yeah, he looks very fluffy. Tontu. He's like a big Tontu.
Whoa.
Skinny feet, Frankie?
Oh,
we have to give it a name.
Oh my
Why?
God. Oh my God.
Well, because when we slay it, you know, it'll have a name. We slayed.
You're gonna keep it as a pet? What are you even talking about?
Do we have to slay it? He looks so cute.
I'm pretty sure the consensus here is that we're to drive it away. It's
well, I'm
beyond
gonna
us.
slay it. What are you talking about?
What if we talk to him? What if we talk him into driving away?
What if I punched him in the face really hard?
No,
I
then
don't think
he
your
might...
fist is big enough, Remo. It's huge.
I can show you precision.
I think he has feelings.
Everyone has feelings,
do
even
you know how
our
many people I've
enemies.
beat up that have feelings? If that stopped me, I wouldn't be in this line of work.
His neck is so short.
Oh my God, that's the metric for kindness.
Yeah, it's always been.
So, oh my God. So, the initiatives have been rolled, and we will see what happens on the next time of Curios. Thank you guys so much for playing. Woo, woo, woo.
Woo.
Yay.
Dude,
That's
we are
fun.
like smaller than this guy's fist, all
I'm
grouped up.
telling you, if I hit him in the ankles enough, he might fall down.
Oh,
You're trying to chop down a tree with a pencil. That's what you're doing right now.
Well,
Good
it'll
luck.
just take some time, but
Well, you're on the vanguard, so good luck.
So-
I'll be very far away.
yeah, so one of the umbrani will look over Remo and says, "Here, put this backpack on." And it seems to be Titan slaying gear. So you got two swords, right? And you're able to now like swing around.
gas.
Right, and a little gas. Make sure your gas
Nice.
tanks are full, guys.
There are always checks to make sure.
3D movement gear looks phenomenal.
Wow. It allows me to maneuver in 3 dimensions.
Will there be Shadow of the
How will we
Colossus?
hit his neck? It's so short.
Well,
Yeah.
well, that's
The
where
nape isn't too exposed.
Yeah,
we
it's not exposed.
that's where we crossed over to a different game, as you'll have to climb up his leg, Shadow of the Colossus.
And then I have to
Yes.
stick a sword
Oh,
in it.
hell
For a
yeah.
Just
Love
as
it.
just as a fair warning, not to be like ooh, but this is definitely as someone mentioned, a super boss of the Shadow
Reasonable.
Veil.
You can say it, Brett. It's a spooky creature. We should probably not try and kill it, right?
It's a spooky creature. You're free to do whatever you wish. It's just don't be scared when you see what this thing can do. I mean, be scared, but yeah, don't. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yes. Even death is always possible, is what I'm trying to say.
I thought you were going to say funny, but okay.
Death is always funny.
Oh my.
Oh, boy. All right, let me share
Yeah.
the screen. We'll do bingo, and we'll check out the fan art, and then we'll ramp up.
Yeah.
Good session, everyone. Did you guys have fun today?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
What was?
That was
Okay.
good.
Well, some people keep their opinions to themselves.
His neck is so short killed me because I'd forgotten.
It's like that now is going to permeate through the rest of the campaign.
I forgot the implication of long neck equals evil means
Yeah.
short neck equals good.
So I see that the hold on 1 second. I guess it's the wrong thing. I see someone's changed the bingo title to episode 6. QB learns to say fuck. So there it is. There we.
Oh no.
There we go.
Kobe's been like cursing like a sailor the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Through the whole session.
You have definitely.
But not in such a way as that.
What's weird is HB made this bingo sheet 5 hours ago, so it's really strange that was. Anyways, someone has a peculiar dream. Well, technically, the
Kind
umbrani are born
Yeah.
from the dream, and that indeed is peculiar.
Yeah, Sura had a
I like
weird
it. I like
dream.
it.
Yeah.
We saw
Yes.
some nat ones. We
I
saw-
also got in that one
we got
on
some
my
climbing
climbing.
RP.
We did climbing up here.
New Shadow Lord is shown. No. Ramo and Kopi get into an argument. I don't think so. Did you guys get into an argument?
Yeah, I don't think so today.
We snapped at each other, but it wasn't an argument.
Yeah.
No,
It was more
it's
of a-
obviously
a lover's
flirtatious.
quarrel
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Flirtation.
Yeah.
Party
guys
discusses
see what
getting
you wanna
rid
see.
of Brulvek. Did you guys discuss getting rid of Brulvek or?
No, but Olive did sass him for the first time.
That was some serious sass. Brulvek was like,
feeling embarrassed.
Brulvek was like, oh, like was very
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he had a hard time.
Orlox's minions are encountered. Technically, some of the rocks have changed sides over to Orlox. How he tries to do invention?
No, I don't think so.
No nat 20s
No,
today.
we already used the reduced thing. Yeah.
Yeah. No nat 20s today, surprisingly.
No.
Remo rushes ahead. Nope. Party doesn't get all the way through the Shade Light summits. That's correct. Toxic Kopi, not the ability. I will leave it up to the
she
party.
grabbed him by the arm. I mean,
It was so forceful.
That was funny.
Be sure to wish list Mr. Saito and buy Raku on Steam. Do it.
Aw,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yes, you should
Thank
do that.
you.
Do it.
Yes, yes,
I swear to God. A friendly NPC is encountered. Yes.
yes.
New Shadow Veil lore. Yes.
Yes.
Bingo!
Potentially more bingos.
Tantu
Probably not.
reads Kef's letter. Did the party forget to give Tantu the letter?
What
Wait,
letter?
we have a
Sure
letter?
Yeah.
Kev left a letter for Tontu.
Oh, okay.
Well, they sure did forget to give me that.
Yep.
Sedge.
Well, you might not. It might not be for now.
Never.
Yeah.
Save it for a rainy day.
It's okay. It's kept track of.
They make it to the ruins. Nope. Combat encounter. Yep. Gang sees a simpler statue of another Shadow Lord. Nope. Yari. Yep. Mephistopheles minions encounter. Excludes rollback.
Yeah. The adventuring company were his
The
minions.
adventuring company is working under the for Mephistopheles right now. No fate roll. Tantu does not use his Eldritch form. Cosmothara. Yes.
Weren't there candy fate rolls?
No, it was not.
Oh, okay.
A fate roll is essentially a death saving throw for what's happening in the world. Yeah.
I misunderstand the term.
So, oh yeah, it's all good. So
It's
whenever
like big scale.
whenever I do a whenever I do a fate roll, just so you guys are aware, a 10 or higher is a positive result, while a 9 or lower is a negative result, and that's me leaving it to fate.
Oh, I see.
Slightly favoring you guys. Cosmotara, baby noises. Nope. Party finds the tower from season 1. No, not yet, but that's a good throwback, guys.
It's connected to the Shadowvale. Like that's a way
That's
through.
right. Oh, interesting.
Okay, rips on the table. Very good. Very
Great
good.
stuff. Bingo though.
Now we got bingo.
We got bingo.
Yay.
What do we win? What do we win?
Yeah, what do we win?
You win one of these. That's me giving you a high five.
A clap.
Ooh,
those could be
very
fun.
cool.
High-fived yourself.
Yeah. Don't
That's
say
showbiz,
that.
buddy.
Don't. Yeah, Jesus. I was trying to give you a high five, and everyone imagined us, like, giving high fives, and you took that away.
I looked down at my hands and realized they hadn't been fived.
They weren't sore, yeah.
And that's when I knew that showbiz was a lie.
All right, so I need to know, did you ever say your feet are gross? Because I do feel like that is something that...
Copian feet, man. What's going on?
That's something Copian would say.
I don't think I have ever said that.
I think you called his feet really gross and disgusting.
Oh, Kef, your feet are gross. I can imagine you saying that.
I could definitely see it.
Yeah.
I don't think he has, but it could happen.
It fits.
Yeah.
I mean, the shoe fits.
It fits the MO.
Well, you guys,
there's no evidence, you know?
you guys didn't ask, so I'm happy to answer. Kef has webbed feet. But you guys never saw it.
Absolutely not.
No,
What?
I'm kidding.
That's
I'm
interesting.
kidding.
Oh,
Or yeah, look at
That's
this.
amazing.
That's so cute.
Green is my favorite color. Thank you.
Yay!
Bearbot does it again.
You're a genius.
So here's the
This is amazing.
Pokemon themed fan art.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes, that's the perfect one. Thank you.
Oh, this eye mask. Oh my god, that's perfect.
Guys, we're Pokemon.
Oh my
trained.
god, nice.
Whoa.
These are
That's
really
so
They
cool.
know that's his favorite Pokemon as well, dude. This is a Gmart viewer.
It's Pandering.
I mean, yeah, it's one of my
Tantu.
favorites.
Oh my god,
that's perfect.
So
It's so
perfect for
good.
Tantu. Oh.
I love
This is
these.
also perfect for
Whoa,
Kopi.
that is.
With the
Yeah.
H slash.
really, really good.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that Pokemon, by the way.
Oh, so cute.
Very accurate.
So
That's
cute.
amazing.
Yeah, that is actually accurate.
Oh,
Cute.
Yeah.
And here they
Oh,
all
so
together.
cool.
that's cute. Very cute.
Oh my gosh. This is a scuffed, a small scuffed Remo.
That's cute.
yeah,
It's like an Eldrazi villager.
it does.
So someone drew a box for the candies, calling him the Goremancer's Gamble. I love that.
That's cool.
Oh, that's
Canonize it,
great.
man.
Yeah.
I love that.
I still got 3 in my pocket.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Small mouse, small mouse.
Oh,
She mad. That was her energy today, I think. A little bit pissed
Yes.
off.
Yeah, embarrassed and
little bit
pissed off.
spicy today, yeah.
A little bit spicy. She's ego wounded, you know.
Hey, yo, fan art delivers, baby.
Yes!
Let's go.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
In the hair.
Twiggy.
Yes.
So this was called Olive Noted, and now I fucking want an animated emote.
That's a good emote.
Oh
yeah.
my god, yes.
Of Olive.
moving or something.
No,
Yeah.
Olive. And dude,
Writing
that,
in a notebook.
no, that
Oh my
nod, that
God.
nod emote you see a lot from people writing in books, looking forward and nodding.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
writing.
yeah.
Oh my god, I want that.
It's great.
That'd be so cute.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, if we can get a.
I think my one's a little like nod notebook one.
Yeah.
Summers really reminds me of it. It's so
Yeah,
cute.
there you go.
That's so good.
Adorable.
Stop calling me pretty. Or, oh, that's sweet.
Oh, that's,
Aw, that's so cute.
Aw.
And gone.
The children are
Amazing.
ruined.
Yeah. The
Oh.
children of the Curious Company ruined.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you all. Time would be dramatic. No, next week. We'll see you guys. We're gonna see you guys next week for the final Curios session of the year.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow.
Well, it's gonna be a good one, and we're probably all gonna die, so be there.
Be there. Yeah, it might be the finale. We'll find out. All right,
Yeah.
guys. Thanks so much. I'll see you next week.
Sounds good.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.